Hello. You have plenty of time to join. It's alright. How you doing, Big Pog?
My PC about to take off.
Models! We would be comparing frames, would we? Big fan for your 7 months. 3 months streak. I appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. All the oofs as well. My god. You can have one of those. You can have one of those. I appreciate that. Jürgen decided to oof before the stream began, which I suppose counts because I want to be nice, but you know. Then Silver. Did I miss anyone in between the two? Hang on. It's just the screen. Silver Models, Soupy, Enter, Red, Vampy, Ascension, Otter, Innovict, Noel, Nanny, and Biddy. I appreciate you. 90 minutes? My god. Someone just drove through someone else. Nice. Oh!
Oh look, 2 more months until I've subbed for 2 years. Mungo HMMW.
You're
sussy.
nearly there. 22 months. 13 of which on a streak. Goddamn Gez. Sussy, I appreciate you. You can have another one. Big fan. See, the beginning has already started to leave, which is fine. That's the TFM boys. And then they'll go out slot by slot. And then it will be us regulars at the back. So that's fine. Oh, you missed it now. Cap. It was this guy that drove through this guy. Kind of. Like you know, when you kind of cut him off. I'm at 11 frames, which is not bad considering there's 300 people. That's an improvement from 2 FPS, I suppose. The sussy thing. Well, someone needs to redeem it. If it's not paused still, should be there. 20k PC, I know. Redeem it, try it. What do you think it's called?
Deploying flashbang.
Oh. Thanks, man. How do you think of that? I did see you get kicked. It wasn't for no reason, Trip. Admittedly, you were probably unaware, but, you know. It's not there. What I may need to do though is turn it down. I like that. That was a good idea, yeah. The original idea was like, when we discussed it, it was to have, just name it Flashbang, because it's basically a flashbang. And then the idea was to add that as well. I will. No, but I can see the bloom effect that happens. No, there's no like white on my screen, no. Specs down below. I'm sorry I don't get flashbanged, man. Goddamn. Guess they give it oof. God damn. Quite a lot. Quite a lot. Peapot, yes. And I'll probably go out of view distance anyway, so. Feels wow. That's kind of in the right spot. Completely white. That would be extremely dangerous. And I'd need to put a very large cooldown on it. No. There is kind of a cooldown on it. Made you lag. You didn't get kicked due to ping, though. Or, you know, in the right place. Yes! See what I mean? Like, I'm sitting slightly off-center when I'm driving around, so it lines up nice. It lines up with that. How's that one? Do you like that one? Try that one again. It's more of a slap now. I could change it back. What was that? That does look weird. It actually moves. If you watch it, it actually moves. It like is weird.
Deploying flashbang.
Thanks, man. Ah, they're all back. It's good, isn't it? Oh. Have you done both at the same time? So I can see both at the same time. Oh, you have. There we go. That works. Very sussy. There is a certain something, unless it's turned off, that no one has redeemed yet. So, someone should know what it's called. It's not called sassy, though. Press pause. You could do that, yeah. There it is. Eh? Eh? Shake it. I think it's an improvement. It looks good. It looks good, in my opinion. It does look good. The only thing left to sort is...
Bitties.
Big fan. Is... Thank you for the 100 biddies, Phillips. I appreciate you. Is Baby Rage. Which needs... I need to put the plugin back in the right spot. Wherever the hell the right spot is. Of course it's good. It was your suggestion. Well... I'll let you have that. Alright. I suppose so. The sound for the slap could be replaced. But the idea is, you know... Oh, she does like it. Pepe flushed. Probably quite a bit. I go nap. Go work 1 hour early day. Go doing interview. Good luck. Interview, Pog. Go to farm with a friend. That's alright, and if you're a big fan. No worries. I don't know how long the convoy's going to last. That's a lot of redemptions. More signing. Well, it's, you know, good luck. Something to look forward to. In some way. I'm pretty sure everything is basically back. Or inverted is off-center slightly, which is interesting. Don't know how well that shows up. Hello, Jamesy. Omar, Lightning, Garnicus, Andy. Don't dive in top chat. Please don't. We're lucky you're actually leaving. He gets Annalie, yeah. Well, if you type a few more than the first 3 letters of his name, then yes. Do like Anip and then tab complete and it should be fine. Do that. I also didn't really bother with the random idea of the pixelated one being the RTX on kind of thing. Before we get there. Considering we're heading to Scotland, I sure hope we're leaving before you get there. So we're going to break. Oh, I hope not. Considering Sim 2 and Pro Mods have been dying on and off. 4. Sag. It's while we're at the back. I don't know who this cheese person is though, but he's kind of not parked straight. Change your name. Yeah, you could do. Analifus. How about that? Analus. Coming to you. Well, Aberdeen specifically, so I think we're going around you. Handling the lag? Well, I'm on double digits of FPS, so there's an improvement. This is the TFM Convoy, yeah. The festival and the events and things were yesterday. Of which, there's the drag strip. It's closed. Down that road you can see on the map leads to the Tremeri parking challenge area. And then the other area is the parking slots. 15-ish. 12. If I look this way, 12. Because everyone is in front of me. You wanted to join? Ah. Oh. Well, you technically can, because, you know, not everyone has left yet. Analysts. I mean, it rolls off the tongue quite easily. You went so fast. Silver, I remember seeing, did quite a few, along with his multiple attempts at getting on the stage, which many were successful. Edinburgh and Glasgow. Going past London. Yeah, you can join there if you want. Not doing public events? Nah, it's... I limit myself. Like, if this is close enough to an official TMP convoy, so I thought I would. It's a kind of special occasion. I don't mind. I go look. Food. Enjoy. Chocky Wocky? Yes, please. What kind of chocolate have you got, Andy? BTCs are slowly leaving. 118 photos. How much can I see? Yeah, they're leaving. They're leaving. Trying to. What's the bet his truck is the cause of his lag? Poor guy. Yeah, he's stopping and starting. That's what he's doing. He's not lagging. He's stopping and starting, yeah. Mirrored game. All the on-screen effects are basically from what you see. Nothing happens directly to me. That would be a bit overpowered if it happened to me. I do feel bad because I don't know what he sees. How many people? 250 to 300 people are slowly leaving. So, well, it's wide and don't forget left side. So it's all right. I feel bad. Yeah, maybe when he hits the lag wall. Oh, can you imagine? This is sick. If this is all one where he's... There's two sides of them. That's huge. That's one VTC. Holy. Damn. Never heard of this VTC before. That's a lot. Wait 2 hours. No, it seems it's only him. The rest of them are sort of prodding along. Ooh, that's toasty. They are nicely parked, yeah. Imagine them being in a voice chat. They started this year, and they have this many. Where are they based? Like, what country? Orange, because it's Halloween! Have they all got the exact same? Oh, they do. They're all using the exact same save. Romania? Damn. And Pepper Stars, what's up? One day. 40. They're definitely taking it up. Then you got next to it. Rev Gaming, I remember them. Global Cargo. This slot still to go, but they seem quite smooth. TGL. RLC. Sag. Consec. Dash, have another of them. The Kirkenish boys. Lightning thick of the... Where's Handler's gone? I need to connect, make sure and configure that is still up to date. Put it that way. I don't know. I saw some of Sergeant Pepper's boys arriving. Maybe they've already left. Maybe they were in one of the first rows. I don't know. Maybe they're already gone. Lucky them, if so. TMP7 is like April, May next year. Basically end of April. One priest guy. Sag. Next to the stage. Oh, they weren't in the slot. Oh, yeah. There they are. Got a few of them packed in the corner. Yeah, I thought they had a slot. I don't know. What can I do? Yeah, I've seen them quite a bit. They're on CD quite a lot as well. Then there's us. Big fan. Any calls? Not that I'm aware of, no. Haven't looked around the entire thing, so. There's James, Pog, Blue Jays. Nah, it doesn't look like it. Blue Jeans. Do you remember them? Memory Lane? Cap? No, Blue Jays. Hello, Pizza. How you doing? She's half asleep, it's alright. I think Silver's going to join. The moment he sees us moving, he's going to join. Maybe he, like, put his truck down somewhere, and then he'll, like, load in when we start moving. That's what he does. Oh, you are coming? Oh, really? I see what you tried to do there. That kind of worked. Made a new edit? Oh, boy. You tried to pet the sussy there. Slap it. You want it to be slapped? Hmm? Gonna have zoomies? Oh, it's gonna be good. Yeah, I like how we're not like excited at the idea of a new edit. That we've all gone, oh god, you know. So now we're just curious of what he's asking there. Right, that row should be empty. Here we are. Good luck to them. Thank you. Well, yeah, I want to see what he did as well. I'm curious. I'm neutrally curious. So. Against the horse. Yeah, yeah. What's the bet that maybe deep in his mind he, yeah, I bet they're not in a Discord. Only one's gone. He has it and then waits until he gets told off for it. That would be funny. And if he doesn't get told off, he's like, well, it's allowed. I'm sorry. Oh, come on. One of them's AFK. That's all right. Get the slap. That's a good idea. You got to time that very well, because I think the hide cam is only maybe 2 seconds and the slap is like 1 second. So, has to be 2 people doing that. See, it's very quick. Vampy's ready. You can do practice. There's no cooldown. You can do a practice on it. Yellow name. That's not yellow. That's kind of gold. He's patron. Have you see a lot of others like MacBook here? I wonder if he's playing on a MacBook. Is also yellow. When it turns 20. Here's the test if your PCs are at the exact same time.
Deploying flashbang.
Taking their time. I mean, it's interesting to watch all these people, so. Once these lot, this lot gone. Was that it? According to my PC time, Red did it 2 seconds early. No, free cam is an in-game feature. You just have to edit something in the console to get it. So anyone can look at this perspective. You what? Yeah. It's weird. I don't know. But, you know, it's a challenge. Yeah, click once so that you're on the one that you need to do it again. And then I would count down, yeah? See if you're ready. Brain is on the late, same. I need to know if you're ready though. You lag? There we go. I think now they're picking up the idea of leaving. You'll sleep dead. Ready? Eye is here, Pog. Alright. See if you can do it. 3, 2, 1. Do it. It's interesting. It's interesting. Very interesting. You did it, Vampy did it first, so other way around. It's close. It's close. Just other way around. It's funny as well because someone in the chat can count down as well. First one's going to finish. I would be interested to see where the first one is when the tail leaves. Imagine being tail in this, man. Right, what's silver got? Oh, silver. What is it? Why? be worse. Where is this? Between Felixstowe and London. That sort of London, Cambridge area. The fact that they've actually put a bit on the map to say TFM6, I think it's the first time they've ever done that. Cool idea. It's interesting, Sophie, interesting. Fast travel point. I don't know if it has a service. That'd be nice if it did. Oh, it does actually have a service. So you could. Oh, what if that will show up? What did I say it was between London? London's there. Never mind. It's between these two. Not sure what... Was that part of the track? I'm not entirely sure where the track is. Could be that. When you pass it. Interesting. Hello, Michael. All the facilities, I know. Wait, where's the like entire section just for toilet cubicles? They need that. Try save it without a kick. Oh no. Muddles. Someone's birthday. It's everyone's birthday. How many people have their birthdays? Jesus. It's a loop. Yes, it looks quite nice. I'm waiting for I'm sure there'll be like a video or something, like a summary video of cool moments. That'd be nice. Where's the finish? Aberdeen. The way I set the map is like roughly like that. So this is going to take forever. But we'll see. If we're at the back, I don't know. How long to dispatch? Well, the big VTC's finally left. Got kicked. Yes. Gotta be careful on that. Till 10 PM. I mean, where are you going? Got nothing else to be doing, so... He's on the wrong side as well. Why are you, like, partially sunk? What are you doing? There's a gap? Yeah, well, they'll all bunch up when they begin to leave, so... Getting frames back. 25 frames. God damn. That's functionable. Take a break. I should, actually, yeah. It's when you park. I think the leaving order is speeding up now as people are getting their frames back. There's not many of them. No, it should be alright. Look at the back of your creation. Yeah? Was that not what you intended to do? You do know it's not like... You know how long a normal box trailer is, yeah? What did you expect? Haven't turned up. Yes, you can turn up. Yeah, basically, the area that we're in is known as the public area. So any VTC that didn't book their slot goes in here. The hitbox. It goes around the hitbox. The hitbox isn't actually that big, I think. That's just accessories. That would be... Well, there you go. Poor Muddles, man. Pushed against Muddles just to demonstrate that. 1 FPS? Oh. Not sure what this Robinson person's doing. I could have taken a picture. Has a buffer, could you imagine? You get like lightly tapped. What? Bottles? What are you doing? That was a smack. Can you go on a drag race? Sadly not, no. Actually, if you were to see it, it is officially closed, so no. And even then, who's catting you down? Me? No. VP, you're welcome. Took a while. On your truck. If you come to where we are, then yeah. Those are gates, yes. I don't know if they open. They weren't there yesterday, though. So that's interesting. Sup? Hello, McGlynn. How you doing? You're very smog? Why? Are you impatient? You're in the public area. Where?
Replay you there, Matty.
I'm here. Hello.
Still on channel 7.
I'm gonna let you lot go first if that's okay.
In complete darkness. Go replay. It was. I don't know where they are though. 30 minutes. Been 30 minutes so far. We're doing well. What have I not seen yet? Madge? What are we madging about now? Andy, don't get annoyed at me, man. See, we're on the third row now. Third row's leaving. Kind of. Can you guess? Are they... It's been a while. Are they maybe here? Or are we beyond that? Yo, Rev, how you doing? Yeah? Jesus. A third of the way in?
Deploying flashbang.
Less I can expect it now. Where are you going, Crisis? Well, right, not left. You know what I mean. Same thing. He's lagging as well. Oh, the embarrassment, man. I feel bad. Everything's hurting? Andy? There we go. Look at the zoom. That looks a bit scary. I think Derpy has its own zoom anyway. The backlights. Oh, okay. Boys messing about, eh? They added this bit in. This is basically between, well, all of this is custom stuff, which looks quite nice actually. That was in the song. Why would you add that in the song? That sounds weird. Quite good. The colours, did you see that? It was all red in the background. Oh. Is that it? Oh no. Crisis! You'll have to catch up somehow. Schlep. Sounds like course laugh. Oh, I haven't heard that in a long time. Are you hurting? No one. Why would I be? Under desk? No, my pedals are under the desk.
Deploying flashbang.
That's all. I promise. Oh, you should edit. Nice. Nice. Oh! Gifted to Vampy. He's now a sub again. 42. That's a lot. That's a lot. Goddamn. Big fan. What I eventually need to do is turn some of the other sounds down, basically. That looks very strange. Nice. Was quiet. Yeah, it's because I've turned the thing down because some of the other redemption sounds are quite loud. You look strange. I do. Thanks, man. White Lodge, he's here somewhere, yeah. I'm not too sure where. We go last. We're not very last. Orange. It's more of a red, but then they looked pink there for a second. Could have, yeah, but I didn't want to. I don't mind doing it like this. I don't mind that. Let me make a note. Flashbang. What's going on? Oh, there's crisis. No downsides. Do you remember that? My God. What else was a bit too loud? Slap. There we go. That'll do. People Jean. Here they go. Oh, you have plenty of time to make toast, yeah. For sure. Advertising his Instagram, nice. Four of them have uncle in their name. That's cool. Uncle and then whatever their name is. Last one, yep. That was going to be mad because, you know, uncle, yeah. Stream team. They were racing. I hope they did well. Are they all probably all in the same truck as well? There we go. Right. Now for the madness. 34 frames now. So it'll be all this lot first. Of which I think they've got the idea now. Public time! Public time! These boys moving. Here we go. Let's see how if this goes wrong. Yep, there it is. Should it be some candy to your classmates tomorrow? Wait, message gone. Because they were being nice this week. Yeah, if you made a kind of, not like promise, but if you said you were going to do something, sure, go for it. And if they don't want it, you can just eat it. So, candy is candy, you know? Instantly kicked. I know, that sucks, but you should, the fact that he spawned in here, you should know that it's a safe zone. Or not a safe zone. Updated. Yes, it changed slightly. The hide cam changed as well, and a few others changed. What do you think? On the other exit. Well, no, we'd have to turn around. Ruin the sound. Well, I might replace the sound. You see that tag? I'm not going to question it. This filter, when I was testing this filter, it can move quite weirdly. So I might speed it up. It looks pretty good. Silky. Silky Milky. Nice. That's another tag. Two leaving at the same time there. Why would... No, it didn't say that. Bet you wish it did, huh? Nice. Thanks for saying that, man. Do you hear that myth thing? It's like, you eat so and so many spiders in your sleep, but it's completely false. Ever try snakes? I have a few, yeah. Not a lot, though. They do. They hate it. It's the opposite condition to what they want. What's going to be next? We'll see. You never know with this community. 7 spiders. 8 spiders. But that's just... no. I don't know what it was made for. Don't know. Per hour. Every night. Yes. The Lemino video was good on that. I think now we're on that topic. I think you've scared Red off now. So, well done. Might have been headbanging too much. Nah, dude. You gotta relax. Don't do that too much. Sidemen what? Is that today's video? Who wants to be... didn't they do that before? Or am I confused? Who's the host? I'll watch it anyway. I'll just play it later. See what it's like. Harry. Oh, hell yeah. Spoilers? What do you mean spoilers? Probably not. No. I haven't said anything that's in it. And Ping, at least he's honest. Knock off all guys. I did. The game looks exactly like it. I think they don't even care anyway, because the Steam description thingy is basically the exact same. We were talking about a certain thing you don't like, and I thought you just didn't want to hear that. What do you think? You never know. Not intentionally talking about it. Don't scare her off. Doing CD, Monka, please pay attention. If you crash, it's your fault. This time, okay? Squish it. Yes, squish it. See, they're all leaving out that way. We could do that, but you need to turn around, so... By interrupting something here? You went alone? Sammy's! We really should have gone this way, because that's the entire back lot gone now. You change anything about ETS2? Better optimization support? Better foliage, like greenery? You know, that's not bad, but no matter how good your graphics are... You know, I know it's not the main focus of the game, but it helps. It adds a better experience. Yeah, Silver can also still know. It is good pixel art, yeah. On low, no, not really. They it looks worse on low, I know, but even on like the highest graphics, even in videos of people that do have it on the highest graphics, it, you know, could be better. Picosecond. I don't know, because by the time we do that, they would have started pushing out. So they're getting the same idea as well. Get your pepper off there, mate. We'd all have to loop around, wouldn't we? We could, so that we're on the road. I don't mind doing it. Because they'd be leaving anyway, so... It's a big ass lot. It is a big ass lot. Right, no one else is coming. Don't crash, I'll try not to. One at a time. One at a time. That sound effect was that was crunchy, wasn't it? I'm just bunching up a bit. And there we go, we're out. Hello, Uri, how you doing? crunchy dirt. Oof. Nibble on your crunchy dirt? Don't know about that one. There's White Lunch. He is here. Man. That was good. Thanks for that. Oh, that's one. We left 40 minutes later. Already. He didn't feel that. It's alright. You'll force me to drink, and then they'll be bloated, won't I? Good lord. This guy can't drive. First one's location. Grimsby? Can you imagine if they were at Grimsby now? On the road up to Grimsby?
Deploying flashbang.
Oh, my eyes. Just under Sheffield. Is that further up? No, it's not, isn't it? Oh, well, that's alright then, actually. That's alright. What about the fuel station? No, that's from before. That's not this amount of damage. I just didn't bother fixing it first. I probably should. Thank you for visiting. Maybe next year. Can you imagine TFM 10? That's gonna be cool, isn't it? Do a fix, I should. It's still far. That's like nearly halfway. Fix. There you go. I fixed it. You only have an amount of fuel as miles. Oh, the same amount? That'd be interesting. Enjoy it, fish. That's alright. Yeah, you gotta relax now because the entire convoy is nighttime. So, we love nighttime, don't we? Have a good one, it feels well. Save some clips, let us know how it goes. It may be fairly smooth, so you never know. It's just the whole like leaving and getting out thing. Hello, Scopulus. How you doing? A 1,000 kilometers. Well, there's an achievement for that, isn't there? Have you done that achievement yet? Rejoin. Yeah, I will. I wouldn't mind. Started 40 minutes ago. No one really noticed. That was his fault. Doesn't have my body. Hello. Well, actually, if you're in the chat, Pro Trucker, I apologize for bumping into you twice. I hope you forgive me. He's in the chat. It's all right. Oh, that's a bump. It's his fault. Yeah, he slowed down. He's in the chat, so it's all good. I did slap it, yeah. Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to you. It's alright. I'm not going to do anything. Why is part of that? Oh, it's to filter people down to go into the area? Yeah. Cool pay. What did Nelly do now? What happened? Last guy just left? That's not bad. Big or small, Monka. Contest. Thank you for the follow. How you doing? Welcome. 1,000. Well done. Ask for insurance. Ah, right. And that's supposedly my doing, is it? Skinner. Big fan of Skinner. Saw him yesterday when I was at the event for a little bit. He was in a Mustang. It looked very nice. Rabbit. No. He's a good boy. He scared you? What did he do? I'm sure it wasn't intentional. You're going to go on CD as well, Monka? You might bump into the other two. Camp. Enjoy. Safe trip. Please focus. Get some funny clips or anything. A few hundred. Well, if it does quite a bit, then yeah. As long as it's posted everywhere. There's Jack, big fan. That went out the window? Well, there you go. You're famous now. 1,000 servers. See, if it's this speed, that's not too bad. But eventually we'll all bunch up. Like, the entire convoy kind of will. But the back is quite, you know, spacious. I'm sure Silver's enjoying himself. I need to turn the horns back on as well. Like the actual slider. I don't know if I'm actually honking. You were at the junction to turn towards F7 before you ate. As you got to the turn, you didn't know it was non-collision, and you thought you were going to be head-on with him. Nice. So you slammed on your brakes then? And he was like, lol. Not announced yet. No, I haven't added a... We don't need that much. It's alright. Clipped it. That'd be interesting to see. Vampy, what are you making a note of? What are you doing? Vampy's badge is nice though. It actually matches his name. You're honking? Oh, I am. I hope so. Is it working? Is it stuck on? I don't know. Yes. Confidently. Emma, big fan. Drinking some juice? What kind of juice? What have you got? Apple juice. Apple juice is good. It's pretty good. Pretty OG. Let's get around. Well, let's not say things. Put words into other people's mouths, can? Not like that. Well, then again, she was the one that was talking about, you know, the whole slap the sussy thing. So, it's not far off. Take that how you will. Oh, it didn't hit him. It didn't hit him. I what? Exactly. You did. That's all. We said juice. There's two other things it could have said. I didn't say either of those. I apologize. Two, yeah. Well, one sounds more convincing than the other. Two? Two, question mark? Two? Not your fault? Well, no, not really anyone's fault. No, no. Two? Just trying to understand, Cap. And assume. Have dirty minds. There's nothing wrong with that. What was that? There's nothing wrong with that. You okay, you direct? Oh no. Do we have a victim already? What happened? Can't park there, sure. Can't park there. Put that little sound effect over the top of it. Easy. I know I can't park there. That just happened. It did just happen, yeah. One down. No, easy. Easy peasy. Relatable. I could just put that sound over the top. Oh yeah. Birmingham claim someone? My god. Can you imagine if it's like up to the end, just several fallen soldiers until you end up with only a few people left? Like the lead makes it and then that's about it. You know, say yes. There's a playlist. No, the ones with my logo in them, that isn't the stream playlist. They aren't. Well, they have some in it, but not all of it is. If you want just drum and bass though, there's a playlist by Liquicity, which has, yeah, that's the DMB one. It's by Liquicity. You're fine to use that one. And I've put most of what's in there in this. It's just like DMCA-free drum and bass or something like that. I mean, can't use. The ones that I've made before, yeah, you can't use. I would only recommend if you're doing anything stream-wise, use, you know. But what you could actually do as well, underneath the stream, I linked to all the individual playlists as well. So they're there if you want those. As well as collectively. I thought that'd be a good idea. Well, the artists' pages, that sort of thing. So they can't say you didn't credit because it is there. So they're all there. The Anjuna one keeps growing quite a bit. That's quite nice. Lots of progressive and trance and stuff like that. And then a bunch of others, which all sound very nice. The Dirty Works one for the hardstyle stuff, that's good. The Stream Beats, if you want the chill or just weird other stuff, which many don't. He uses YouTube. Ugh. Oh, actually, if you were to go on their YouTube channel, I wouldn't be surprised if they have a playlist for that, like an equivalent. Go and have a look. Because of course they're a Luna. Of course they're a YouTube music channel. Have to lean under the mic, hog. Those lights. Yeah. Zooming around 80 miles an hour. But yeah, the only sucky thing that if Spotify had... I've noticed as well, I've gotten a notification a few times. Yes, that's how you spell it. Is the kind of duo household thing where you pay, I think it's like £14, for example, for the equivalent of 2 separate licenses. Premium thingies for Spotify. For people that live in the same house. That's a cool idea. It's still way too expensive though. Individually. It should be like Discord is. Like the $4.99, the $9.99 thing. Yeah, that'd be nice. But people that don't care and they just have a playlist, that's fine. This is why I made playlists of it. There's a nice fly on my wall I can see. Fucking flying around all over the place. Cheeky boy. It is indeed. You can't filter through it unless you know of a song by its genre. Woo! Otherwise, you're screwed. You know, you just have to play through them and see what happens. This is why I guess my one is fine in the background. But if you want whatever, you could be having like a hardstyle one, then like an awesome dubstep one, and then lo-fi. It's like that's a bit of a change, you know. Well, the summer's alright. Admins, I don't know what it's two in one spot. Don't need that. Don't need 2 admins. Kinda, yeah. That's what I was describing. I can't use my OG one that is now maxed out at 10k and it just stays as a relic of history. But ever since I started using Spotify, I was putting songs into that playlist. So we go back in time. No, there's a hard limit of 10k per playlist, which there's no point me saying only, but no, I don't think it's like songs. No. This is physically putting songs in a playlist. I'm not about like songs. I don't think you could search it. Maybe someone's found it. I don't know. Everything that's in any of the playlists is also in my liked songs. So is that 10k as well? This playlist. Yeah, but it's like a Spotify specific thing, not like a custom playlist I made, if that's what makes sense. Like custom playlists. Only 10k. I need more. Need more space. Not that I go back and listen to that one. I'd need to, if I had the all the time in the world, I'd go back and look through and see, like, from any labels or anything that some of the good songs are on, and then just check with them if their songs are fine to use, but... I don't know. Or is there a gap? I don't know. Maybe they're taking their time. I don't know who's behind in the rig. I'll catch you up. It's alright. Place for third crash. It's okay. If it happens, I'm sure he'll be understanding. I hope you'll be understanding. I also added the ad thing, so I can see when that is. There's one in 4 minutes. I have to prepare for that. When? Nice. Thanks for believing in me. Thanks for believing in me, bro. There's one. In the rig. I promise I'm not slowing down very quickly. I hope he's not getting so much damage from that. I'm sorry if I am slowing down too quick. I caused the pile up. Shh. We're slowing down anyway. It's okay. Think about me. Yeah, you do see the lights kind of jiggy about. 500 left. My God. Where are we now? Oh, we're in the Birmingham bit. Where, Garnicus is on CD, isn't he? I was going to ask for a status report. Lead check. Mod check. If anyone wants to have a look. If we're near Birmingham, I don't know where they are. Probably above Grimsby by now, for sure. Maybe on the A1 or something. Dwarfy! Crazy admin causes pile up? Yes. We are people happy driving. Feels well. Flair, thank you for the follow. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. How you doing, Dwarfy? No, it's actually going. It's going alright. It's going alright. It's smooth. If you were in the middle, I think the middle is where the most stop-start bit is. The front is just mimic the speed of the lead, basically. Which is easier said than done. I wonder how the laggy, who was it? It was the Viva one, wasn't it? I wonder how he's doing. Because they were struggling. I'm alright here as well. Feels well. There are many others in here. They're just... There's quite a lot of the boys with us. There's people lurking and doing other things as well. Just feels well. I don't mind it. And hopefully no one needs fuel. Yeet! There's State. There's one of them. How's yours going? Are you doing your thing? Are you done? This will take at least another hour. Which is annoying to think about. 2-hour convoy, can you imagine? Just finished? Pog. Was nice. Did he take some nice photos? Didn't want to swallow too quick either. That's what she said. Thank you for the hydrate, Flair. You need to take a drink as well, though. That's the deal. Maybe I should write that in the description. You know when you click the thing to redeem it. That'd be a cool thing to do. It's tab complete. Lol. Krewlex Gamer Boy Beth. Yes, it is. ZNX Giro. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. That does seem weird seeing both their names, doesn't it? Nice name, I know, right? Yeah, Vampy's now owner of that clan and he's recruiting, so. Hull on the A15. Oh, that's further back than I expected it to be. I said around Grimsby, so yeah, not bad. They're going over the Humber Bridge then, ish. If I think, yeah, that is where it is. Yeah, it's not bad. If we're well, that is quite a long line. I think one of the TFM convoys managed to span from beginning to end of people. That was a good one. How far that? Quite far. Quite far. Gaming Lord, thank you for the follow. How you doing? X-Jero, do you wish that was free, hey? It won't be free. Yeah, but maybe you do it in Felix's way, where you do JRO or something, like take out some letters. X. See, now who's got... See, no one else was on that topic. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Do the full name, but then take out all the vowels from it. Juman. Is taken? Which one? Try Juman. And then good luck to people pronouncing that. MLG. If you could put dashes in the name, oh man. I think it's only underscores, isn't it? Taylor, hello. How are you?
Deploying flashbang.
Big fan. The first time? Well, that's because you're not around much. She comes along from time to time. You're not the one that's not around much. Yeah. Lazy. Harvey, how you doing? Hello. How's life? First time you see on Twitch in general. Oh! Got him. Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Fake in the south. Where's that? That an entire region in the south? Is it a north-south split? I think every country seems to have a north-south split. Oh, Belgium. So not even... Okay. I was going to say, like, if you were against southern Netherlanders... I wonder if you take offense to being called Netherlanders. Netherlandish. Instead of just Dutch. Oh, you are against it? Okay, that's fine then. Yeah, I'll just clarify. I was going amazing, but it feels wow. Hope you're settling in and, like, you know, not too stressed and everything. I'm doing good though. Doing alright, Taylor, big fan. It's Sunday. Hope you've had a good week. And weekend. If you have anything planned for next week, good luck with it. Whatever it is. You could do it. Sussy? Yes. I see what it is. Oh, are you from the south, huh? How little is between... Basically nothing, yeah. They really need to remake. I wonder if the remake is going to add a bunch of other small towns. Oh, that'd be amazing if it does. Oh, you're from Belgium. He's not even apologizing. He's like, screw you, man. Be nice. It don't matter where someone's from. I was going to say, because here we definitely have a, you know, north-south difference. And east-west in some cases. You're too lazy to write them down. Right. Go on, then. Oh, we've got time, you know. Convoy's not going to end soon. Now you see whether they actually did have something or whether they didn't and they just said that they didn't want to say it anyway. Get a trailer. Yeah. What's a convoy? Why would you be with it? There was someone else that was parked and didn't have a trailer. I don't know if they eventually did get one. We are in the UK, yes. You could tell. The signs, the very empty, basic-looking map. We're about to cross over the M1. Or under, I don't know. I'm doing good. How you doing? And yeah, Convoy's alright at the moment. We're basically at the back. We're in the public area because this time I didn't sort of slot out, so we're in at the back. The front is way past Grimsby and Hull, that area. Wait. Beacon. G underscore beacons. G disable beacons or G beacons? 1. 2 is static. 0 is no effect. As in they are flashing, nothing changed. And 1 is like no flash, but they still do the blinky thing. Yeah, on the left is a big indicator, yeah. It is disabled, okay. Yeah, I recommend doing it. If you want to actually see them, yes. It helps considering when the police lights were updated, it was... Yeah. So this helps with it. Because before they weren't that bad. But now they're like disco if you were near one. We demonstrated it at some point and it was quite bad. I suppose it helps with beacons anyway, so... Normal beacons. And strobes. Now we're bunched up. Really bunched up now. This is the true convoy speed right here. I hope you're excited, Silver. Wherever Silver is. Somewhere really back. About halfway. Not bad. Shut up. He's not impressed. He's not happy. Sorry. I was looking at chat. 5? Damn right. Lots of traffic. This is the convoy. We're basically in a long line of people. And they're all like bunched up, so we're going quite slow. Has a gap. Oh my god. I shouldn't do that. I just shifted up and then I have to shift down again. Very, very slowly. Very slowly. You're doing 30. No one asked. Shut up. Event 66. What is that? That can't be us. Are we 13? Traffic jam. Well, it kind of is a traffic jam, but it's moving slowly. Oh, it is E66. Oh. Sorry. Hello, Red One. How you doing? Veen, really? Where are we going to? We began somewhere near London, Cambridge, Felixstowe, that sort of area. And no. Yeah, Felixstowe. And we're heading to Aberdeen, which is quite low. Don't bruv me. Shush. 15 or 20? You're going to win anything if you get the right number? Hello, Drip. Felix's toe, yes. The amount of times I've gotten confused because Folkestone, I know it sounds nothing similar, but it's like starts with an F, ends in an E, is my area, like further round the coast. Not on the bump above my area. That makes sense. Abraham, thank you for the follow. From Syria to Aberdeen? Oh, no, I don't want to do that. No. Maybe people are getting fuel and they're like leaving the fuel? Because up ahead there's a bit of a gap. Maybe that's just rented distance. Someone is slow. Crone, come on. Spin up. Oh yeah, there is a Bruges guy as well. Not bad. Is he the only one here? That's bad attendance. Imagine coming here instead of to whatever you're doing. You should have all come here. Fam, what? Shot. Oh, you shot. It's not me. I know, right? I know. I'm disgusted at how slow we're going. It's terrible. The A180. Is that what we're on? Because this one doesn't have a name. Oh, no, I see what it is, yeah. The two intersections that kind of meet each other. Yeah. Kicked 3 for horn spam? Jesus. Now it's traffic jam. Will we speed? I don't know. If all of us speed up. No, it's definitely no. Hello, Charlie. Good morning. Have you had enough sleep now? You alright? How you feeling? It's like this guy's lost an entire day of his life because he wasn't sure what time it was. What you mean? Nothing. 1 hour nap. And are you still tired? Or are you okay? You've been disoriented the entire day. What's it from? You need 7 TV for that. It's like another one of those apps. Both? You just overtake. Well, no. That's not the point of a convoy. No. Technically, yes. But no. You get kicked if you overtake. Another one? Well, then you're missing out, isn't it? It's an amazing emote. You're missing out on many others. Like, Peepo Sit, Peepo Smile. The mustard thingy. If you want to be on that. Bunch of others. You will, yes. Well, I won't. Camp. But I'm not going to do it, am I? They'd be like, what is he doing? Why is he doing that? BST. No, Sweden is further ahead from BST. BST is my shop. Oh, I think it's like in about a week or two we're finally leaving BST time. For this year. Thank God. It's just getting annoying now. What server? It's on a specific server. The TFM... TruckersFM 6 something convoy. Near the bottom of the server list. 30th? Oh, please. Like earlier. Well, no, that bit... well, if you go outside is an issue. If you don't, you know, I'm just want it to be the time. We are time. It's just called. Everything spans behind or ahead of us. We are time. We set the time. Yeah, it's already, yeah, of course. But even more so. It will actually be earlier. Which, yeah, the same darkness, but even earlier, yeah, which, so I suppose so. It's like if the sun already starts setting around, what, 5 p.m? It will be around 4 p.m. Used to be. Yes, it did used to be, yeah. Late enabled. Oh, stop on this hill, please. Monitor off. I'm just play just with the OBS preview. That'd be interesting. 3 hours at this speed. Yes, I can't wait. Speed? Come on. For a bit. Let's see how long this lasts. So I don't get that. Like all that traffic that was ahead of us, where's it gone? they all sped up as well? If so, why were we slowing down? Rob? Just put your foot down. Just keep going. Any turn and they stop. Can't go around the corner. It's a quote. It's what he thinks I said. Because you know how I like stumble over the simplest of things? He thought I said that. Said it. No, I didn't. I said FPS bruh. But I can understand how it came out like an absolute mess. And that's how it was written down. Video evidence. Yeah, he was analysing like the waveform and everything and slowing it down. Scientific stuff, you know. Sure, bro. Sure. It's better lighter earlier. Yeah, well, of course. You don't want to be leaving when it's pitch black. Oh, I remember starting and finishing school when it was dark. That was a weird time. Vespa? No. FPS? Bruh. Almost a year. I know. What are we on now? What actually is the most recent quote? From, I don't know when, 200 and... I don't even know. We have so many. What an awesome system. I still wish there was... No, don't get the clip, it's fine. I still wish there was a list feature. Actually list them. Just what link in another window or something like that. That'd be nice. Then if you could edit them. Oh. That was a good one. I think we're, yeah, not too far over 200. Well, it's a manual list. Yeah. Not quite what I'm in. 205, maybe? 206? Oh. No, that's one. Never mind. Don't ask. 11th? Yeah, I think he meant people shy, but it came out like that, and I was like, what? There's nothing wrong with it. Don't know what you're shocked about. There's nothing wrong with that. So it is that then. Well, 208. Try 208 again. Which is Silver's length. Long. Oh, there we go. That's where it is. That was 6 days ago. We haven't had anything in 6 days. Either that or we haven't thought to flip it. And turn it into one. Hofflylock. Yeah. And what else could we have? Vampy has a few now. He has a few. Poor guy. Almost all, I think all of them are just spelling mistakes. It's alright, he's not English, it's alright. Yes, but I'm sure Silver's keeping count. You avoided it so far? You type very carefully, yes. Vampina's affecting him? What, filling up his mind when he should be thinking of other things? Maybe. Oh, true. A spelling mistake, like in the case of Silver's one, could make it sound much funnier. You mess up a lot of emotes. It's only really quotable if it messes it up in like a really funny way. I guess. Yeah, that's a good one. Oak in. one letter difference. This is close. This O is next to P. It's understandable. And K is next to L. It's a simple mistake. I've done that before. Don't you date? That's true in today's society. That's perfectly good quote. Skinner again. 8x4 below me. God damn. Yeah, the whole point of it being funny and relatable, or not relatable, but you know, is that it's misspelled. Like that. That is a bit further away from P, let's be honest. They got the second B, but not the first one. Yeah, don't ask about that one. 2 years ago, man. Chocomate. Mm-hmm. Just a friend that's chocolate. Yeah? Chocomate. That's all it is. Gambly all. Hey, well done. Zero gang. I don't know when the zero gang began. Oh, Charlie, please. Charlie. There we go. 3 times. Oh. Profit. Middle classes have not played for days. Snapchat. Damn. We've had Snapchat for quite a while now. Oig. These are good. These are good. Well, Jero decided to have a name that clearly other people have, so he's limited in what he can do with it, can't he? Which is a shame. Are we, oh, we're on the bridge now, aren't we? Yes. Nice, yeah, you like it? Yeah. Memories of getting a speed boost if you hit that when accelerating? Oh, yeah. Just as a Carlisle. Oh, wow. Okay. That's two waypoints away. What do you think of the slap one? Back to back? Hell yeah. That's not a good thing, though. Wicked Gamer Clan? What kind of games does your clan specialize in? You don't like it? I might add the other one back. It is different, yeah. Because it was originally a high five, but then the moment we started thinking of it as like a slap, then the original didn't work. Habbo? Oh, wow. You change anything else? Derpy is different. Slightly different version of the plugin, which makes it do different things. Flashbang is something. If you watch closely, it moves. It's good. It's good. A bit creepy, but it's good. That is different. Do you like it? Yeah. Now, no one yet has... Obviously, it's the first time having it. Has combined it with something else. You have a gift for that? That could be my Halloween picture. With, like, the spiky teeth. Visualization and stuff like that. That'd be a good idea. In the brief moment of being caught when it ends. What I should do though is I can change the speed that it does the thing in. So I could speed that up so it's funnier. And of course now, with that being the thing, there's no need for inverted derpy because there's no inverse of that effect. Something else. Yeah, Bloom is now flashback.
Deploying flashbang.
What do you think of that? That's pretty good. I mean, if I wanted to be relatable, it could be the goddamn Valorant one. I don't know what the name of that sound of anything. Yeah, set that damn effect where you get bloomed by that as well. The boom headshot? Oh, please. What you need to add is like the... I shall drink in a minute. You need to add the... You know, like where... What's it called? The kind of hit marker thing moves across the screen. So in this case, it moves across where my camera. Then boom, headshot. But that's an annoying sound. I don't like it. The fact it took me more than one stream to find out what it was. And it... Nah. Well, if I can find a good use for it. At least that way I'll know it has an intentional use. I need it is. Hello, Krewlex. What do you mean blaming you? What are you talking about? Pray. Think of other things. For boom headshot, well, you were the one that quite spammed it quite a bit. So, no, it won't be a command for it. Well, actually, I can make it be controlled by that. But furious, yeah, because it was really annoying because you kept spamming it, and I couldn't work out what the cause was of it. It was so annoying. And after that the second stream of having it, I just sat there and I was like looking through everything else. I was annoyed when I found out what it was. Because it's just so annoying. It's really silly. He's not always getting a boost, it's fine. Hello, Donuno. How you doing? It was in a chat widget that was turned off. But the sounds and everything still worked on it, which was really weird. It's not something that I expected. It is now non-existent. Makes sense. Yeah, but how many times do you think he might have used that himself? I don't know. There could have been something a long time ago. How am I supposed to know? That's irrelevant? Right. Gotcha. Please don't merge out like that. He blames me. Boy, don't be... We're not being mean here. He's a good boy. He's now forgetting all the times I've genuinely said something nice. I have done that. I am? No. Pepe love. See? Feels well. It's no big deal. But someone's going to still have a grudge, aren't they? Ebmin. We almost did? Wow. Well, look at where he is now. He's doing well, isn't he? He's alright. I'm sure he's fine. Hello, Monka. Does she like your trailer? People shy. Why is this not going slow, man? There's no one there. Mods, yeah. Other mods. Just because Anifus is farming and lurking and everything, you know. Where are we now? The road going between wherever and, you know, the one going across. Onto the M6. You found big one. I don't think so. Unless... You still not paid? What for? Enjoy rest of drive. Feels well for stopping by. Have a good one. Whenever you're doing. Nice. Toll for real ops. Ah. That quote is good. I don't know how long the map actually was. If we're maybe about halfway, about an hour and a half in. Oh. You're a very good boss, feels well. And you're a very good mod. You help out, you sort things out. You're amusing in a good way. It's all good. You enjoying that, Dwarfy? Yeah? Bots. Atto. Hmm? What, the FPSBA? IRL? Do that? No. No. Basically twerking? No. I suppose contrary to what many people may assume, if no one does, then I'm glad. Not enough dump to effectively do that. Nah. Sorry, man. Motivational, oh really? Oh, you want me to like record what I just said? Yeah, not enough dump in the trunk, sadly, no. In the trunk. What's that now? Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe I do it off stream, but you know, not on stream. Making a clip. Feels well. Oi, oi, oi. That was close. Running up the rear. I didn't make contact. It's fine. You tagged Jero first. Oh. Heavy bake. Yeah, I was avoiding it. That you'll hit me. What? You'll cause a massive chain reaction to hit you. Oh boy. What hit me? Luna again. Passing Edinburgh? Oh my god. We are catching up though. If we're about to turn it up to go north, it's not that bad of a line. It used to be a bit further, longer than that. Alien you? How you doing? Daytime for Nelly. Which one of us has auto mod, one of them doesn't? That's a lot of flashy lights. And one has the time zones thingy, one doesn't? I don't know. That sounds wrong. What does? Awesome. Yes, I do. And if she doesn't, that's probably why. Sun sets much, rises earlier for, the hair. It does the thing later for me. That's the one. Ols. Ollies? Ols? Thank you for the follow. I can't tell if that's an I or an L. I hope you do it well. Welcome, welcome. Speeding up. What convoy? TFM convoy. Drunk driving? I can't speak. Pepeka chat. The TFM convoy. The event, festival, celebration, whatever the hell was yesterday, and this is the convoy bit. Oh, we're really, really slamming. Hell yeah. Ooh. Oh yes. Go on, Silver. Let it all loose. Go on. Let your hair down. Nearly 90. You see the TikToks all the time? I appreciate it. Welcome over. 91, I hear that. Speed hacking, nope. 92, 93, 94, 95, 97, 98. Never ever seen me go that fast before. I'm sure some haven't. We go 98. Oh, you saw it here. 2 admins. Can't even get 100. I'm sorry. I have a trailer. It's got nothing in it, but I have a trailer. If I had 12 gears, then yes. I would have hit 100. Hey, that was pretty cool, though. Yeah, I found the pedal on the right, yeah. Oh! Oh! Oh, dear. What happened? Hey, we're in the chat, man. Talking about whatever stuff. Front of Glasgow? My God, they're literally there then. Well, there's 300 miles left. If it's at this speed, that won't be that bad. Burning rubber? Damn right. Hell yeah. And back to basically nothing. That was fun. The queue. The arrival and the parking area. I don't know if they have a specific parking area at the end. I didn't check. If they don't, good luck to anyone going parking, really. It'd be cool if they did. If they had the same parking area, but at the end. 15 might have been too extreme. It is too extreme. Have faith in me, man. Sorry we doubled, that's alright. We wanted to do the sussy instead. Another ending. Almost. It's candy, I don't know. Maybe working, maybe doing... No, there's no working. Maybe doing other things, I don't know. How much? Whatever 280 is in kilometers. 400 maybe? 350? Something like that? A screenshot of what? Drove 1,600 miles. Also Mexico to Canada. My God. Bottle of water? You want a bottle of water, do you? I was not going to make that. Some tourist screenshot. If I'd have hit that, I would have wiped Pro Trucker out, and I didn't want to do that. Playing ETS, really? Ah. Krewlex, yep. Newest division of what we're doing. Of the VTC. How no do you count now? What the hell do you mean? Nothing happened. Also, yeah, but then again we're turning off. So does that that counts as one, isn't it? This bit is where you've got 2 intersections, so thanks for not. See, you're very welcome. I definitely would have done something. Of course. What do you mean? They're good. I haven't looked at any of the new ones. At 90? No, please don't. If you get in trouble for it, it's not my fault. Vodka? What, they're making their own? You can send me. Have I actually responded to you in DM, or are you like messaging my number each time? But don't. Too late, there you go. That's going to be an interesting sale, I suppose. To be fair, they could make anything they want, and it's just a cool idea. Why not? They're giving away. I was lurking around in Squirrel stream a bit. Of course, you had to be in the stream the entire time to actually warrant winning it. But that's a lot of stuff. Damn. Fair play. Fair play. It's not one of those things where you just enter then leave, because if you win, you messed up. Fingers are cat. Yes. $800 and win. Exactly. There's always a chance. Usually very unlikely. Yep. Well, my waypoint is like slightly outside, so I may have a more. But we're doing well. The average speed is not too bad. Convoy lead. One of them has convoy tail, but I'm assuming they forgot to change that because it's the Sergeant Pepper person. So when they do their convoys, that relates to that. I know it looks confusing here, but it's not related, so. Yeah, I think I spotted it when we were stopped. It's alright. Unless no one actually believes. It's Pepper! Not sure what the tag relates to. Who that is. Brazil, hello. How you doing? Hello, hello. There's a good, I have CB off. What am I supposed to be listening to? Of course I got it off. I had it on the, channel 7. I don't have a separate audio control just for the CB, sadly. He screams. Oh. Pog. Now I'll have to go back into his stream and clip that. I will go and do that. I like to do that.
Deploying flashbang.
Oh, halfway through. Oh, not bad. Look at that. Looks pretty sick. Big fan. Nice little split down the middle. I like that. Big fan. Blame crew, nice. You puff in your face. Wow. David! Hello. Oh, wow. Wow. Reading that in Owen Warson's voice. You have to read that word out in his voice. Otherwise it doesn't make sense. Wow. Wow. How you doing, David? And now it's actually starting to be sunrise for me, which is good. How goes it? It goes good. How are you doing? Big fan, Callum. Welcome. Yeah, it's been obviously, you know, typical stop-start for a convoy. We've had some very quick bits and very otherwise. Are we, almost in Scotland? As we are now. I don't exactly know where it begins in the game. The sleep. Yes, you should sleep, yeah. If you don't sleep, what time would you be going to bed? And waking up. There's fragged, Pog. Because you need some sleep, don't you? Yeah, I see what you mean now. The convoy tail thing? Yeah. It looks confusing. Sleep. But then again, if you sleep now, are you going to, like, wake up at God knows when? Or are you actually going to wake up in the morning? Who knows? Look at that. How much is left? Jesus. Quite a bit left. You put another remote with it. With a space, yeah. I don't know how he's steering or where that hand is coming from. Monka. Yeah, so you can put any emote with the steer R thing. Is there a steer L as well? No? It's offensive to people that drive with the left hand? There was? Oh. Why'd they remove it then? What the fuck? No? No. Sad. The Monka Steer one kind of lines up. Doesn't need to be. It should be both. Like true Monka Steer style. Both hands on the wheel. Sammy, what are you doing? You're breaking the car, man. Lines up. Yeah, it's from that. You're breaking the car? Nice. Monka, you're being questioned? No, I'm not hitting them. No. I'm getting close. Okay, that's good. Oh, so if they can't see it, then you're in trouble. Why is the rain red? That's Monka. Been in trouble for that before. Oh, hey, fair enough. Yeah, Halloween, yeah. Raining blood instead. Lovely. Hello, Phantom. How you doing? Who's responsible? This one was... half of it is Anaphus's. And the other extra bit is like modified from one of the other random ones. You can see them all in the Discord, Tira. In the wacky titles thingy. Feel free to make some of your own if you want. I might use bits of them. Here's Adam. Hog. Are we actually going to arrive when it's daytime? That'd be nice. That'd be really nice. Spotty, hello. How you doing? Now reaching the... oh my god. But we're only 200 out. So that's not bad. It's just a slow... like, we will build up again eventually. And that may be an issue. Oh? Like that? Oh, I like that. Super heavy. Mm. Halfway, Carl. Oh, that's not bad because that's where we were. Oh yeah, of course, because we're in the back. So yeah, that's not bad. Speed for a bit. Hell yeah. Come on, let's go. Come on. What are we going to reach this time? Come on. I want to go entire, like, really quick. This is pretty good. 91. 93. Race. I'm catching up to Procreator. I don't want to pass him. Nah, that's pretty good. I'm happy with it. Consistent. More speed than it can display. Exactly. I'm off the chart. I think it's because like 80-ish is about 130, so that's when it maxes out. Why'd you slow down? You panicked. On the M8. We're on the mate. That's where we are. Hell yeah. See, we're going to be completing this distance in no time. So, again, I don't know where... Is there an actual finishing location, or is it in the city? I don't know if the last one had an actual location. They make an M8? Wow. I know of the i8 and all the other things that they did, but not that one. Come on. Where it begs the question, like, where's everyone else? I mean, the other person lagged out, so oh, so it's going to be like that. Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see where we end up. Where are we now? Approaching Glasgow. Okay. 116. Jesus. Well, I hope Silver enjoyed that bit as well. Now it's sort of slowing back down again. That was fun. That was good. Probably made you'll be behind. What have you done? I'm going too quick, aren't I? I know. I'm letting my hair down. This sky looks really nice. He doesn't zoom. He doesn't go anywhere. He doesn't drive. What are you talking about? Hell no. There we go. That looks a bit better. It'd be too easy if we took just the highway straight up. Shouldn't say highway. Motorway is what we call it. Skidder again. And now slowness. Yeah, but you had a good burst of, you know, running around. That was alright. My drone can go very quick. A few 100 miles an hour. This is SQC thing. It's not his actual song now, I think. Am I using Samod? No, the only thing I've done is edited the Streamlines engine into the next-gen Scania. So that's why it sounds like bassy and growly. I prefer it to what the stock Scania next-gen's engine is. Well done. Google Crouch. Pressed 8 and it went so fast your game crashed. My god. Well then. See, Dwarfy's trying to do the pyramid thing and it's just not working. Sadness. Google, yeah? You gonna Google something from the chat? Is that what you're doing? Oh, that's a lot. Hey, don't do too much. Don't do too much. Don't do that. Stop doing that. It covers up the actual chat. Oh, it probably is a bot. Yeah, you can get like search results or something. I don't know how you'd be able to click them. Maybe it would make you click them. We've arrived. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're nearly there. It's alright. 100 and something miles. Easy. It's alright. Ask. Hey, Jeeves. Remember Ask Jeeves? That was a good site. I say that as if it's disappeared. It's probably still around. AOL, yeah, that was a good one. Quora, people still use that, don't they? But like for like, what kind of stuff would you ask on Quora that you wouldn't ask on Reddit, for example? Something sensible? I don't know. It has like formal questions on it, doesn't it? It's like the boom of Reddit, I guess. Something like that. Netscape? Haven't heard of that one. Alta Vista. Paragananant? That was on Yahoo, not Quora. Yahoo Answers. I mean, we didn't mention that, but that's another potential one, yeah. Is that still a thing? Look at this. Zooming. God damn. Oh, yeah, of course he has. Yeah. What? Hang on, he started... What? How did Enter get that? Literally yoinked the pyramid. That's a thing? Yoink? Didn't know that was a thing? Okay. If you get the last one, there you go. Now you got to be even more careful. Sorry about that. Be careful. No, it doesn't work with that. You have to, like, an actual pyramid. Less than 100 to go. Hold on, models. Don't do it now. Hey, there we go. Well done. Bad way to finish if you're doing this speed. Then again, I'm waiting for the lag wall to kind of kick in when we actually like in the city, which is got a bit further go. It's weird as well because the scaling in the UK is different. So what you are used to seeing as 80 miles is much longer. So imagine if it was 1-to-1 as well. It's like, oh, it's only 80, and then you get to UK, it's like real-time 80, which takes quite a long time. Hello, Vampy again. Nah, nope. Sorry, alien. It does. You can't keep doing it. It got interrupted. Sag. Yoinked. Thanks for attending. Hold on, I haven't finished yet. White launch. Wait until we've all finished. Imagine that. Jack. Time for bed. Sleep well. Feels well. Thank you for joining. Yeah, in previous times, I wouldn't have really been, I don't often reach 9 PM. Dream time. What do we do there? What we done? Then we'll take some nice photos, because I didn't take any at the start. Used to be, I know. God, there were times, you know where I had the little uptime on the top bit? That used to be like 10, 11 PM. Often. Now it just, nah. I just want to have some chill down time. Had to go to sleep? Damn. Good times. Well, I'm sure my bedtime was like later than that as well. And now it's been at a set amount of time. Got older. Shame for you. Yeah, everyone's got older. I'm not, man. Can you believe that next year I'll be like a quarter of a century old? Way too old. You're old as well, Vampy. I'm same age. Yeah, but you can still throw the excuse, so. 11? That's fine. Bedtime doesn't matter. That's fine. I don't want to stream for like long enough because people are going to be going as well. Like usually when we end the stream, within the next hour or so, there's a bunch of people that say goodnight. So I'm old. You might literally be old, but as long as you don't feel old, that's the point. Because you could be in your 40s, 50s, and be still active as if you were like, you know, mid-20s. Your eyes start to close at 10? Wow. When do you actually go to bed? A crazy dog lady? No. You look 12. I don't know what I look like, what age I look like on my passport. Last time I looked at that. Not old. I didn't say they were old. Number-wise, you could feel old. Well, then again, yeah, there we go. There are some 70, 80, 90-year-olds that do not feel their age at all. That's perfectly fine. 11, 12? That's alright. I start, like, winding down. Basically after stream, anyway, so. Catch up on whatever else. If it's after an admin stream, then also I'm doing that. And then just chill. Chill, bruh. Chill. Prepare to lose all the frames. Well, what was my maximum at? I was at 100. No, I'm at 118-ish now. I was at 20-ish. So I need to look out for that. Rome, US. Yes. You would have a normal bedtime if you went into... Yeah, you've been in the voice chat a lot lately. Yeah, 25-ish, and then, of course, as people left, it went up to, like, 35, something like that, so I'm expecting around that. Bitcoin's going down. Well, yeah, it was a pump. What are you talking about? Pump, and it drops back down again. This always happens. It's not going to keep going up. Could you imagine if it did the same thing that SHIB did? You'd have billionaires, like, immediately. That, like, amazing spike. People are preparing, apparently, for the next one that SHIB will do. It's going to keep doing it every now and then. So it's on a dip at the moment. Just hodl and see what happens. Cap. 10 to go? Well, until the end of my waypoint, so... I should replace that link now, the Discord link, with like the vanity one, now that it requires so much less on it. Join you until 4 AM. I appreciate the offer. But bruh, you know you shouldn't be up till that time. That's not good. Stop it. You need your beauty sleep. Well, yeah, Ada as well, of course. That, within this year alone, like, soared over $2. Is it over $2 now? I'm always looking at it in pounds, so I don't know. It's close, if so. People are expecting that to reach nearly $5, which would be quite impressive. And then Solana exploded this year. Dot, Link. There's another one I can't think of. Those are doing well. There's loads. Just put a bit in each and see what happens. Well, we're in the traffic now. They are. So obviously what you should do is your percentages for the amount that's in your portfolio, they would be like much lower down. 0.03. Oh, you lucky boy. How... God damn. They're safe. Yeah, so they'd occupy, like, the majority, and then you have less as you go down. So if you do lose those, it's not a major, you know, issue. I don't know if you can set a stop loss on crypto though. On most sites, can you? If it just completely plummets, that he just sells whatever's left. Oh, you can. Oh, on Binance, yeah, of course. I don't think Coinbase does. Maybe Coinbase Pro does. Watching the trail move, I'm sure it is. If you were to look at it as like a heat map, I'm sure that looks good as well. Hello, Drip. Anderson, no, not yet. It's not late. Well, it is. No, it's not late. It's fine. It'll be fine, Vampy. You got nothing to worry about. So you're getting into it as well, Vampy. You need to get into stocks as well, then. Okay? Start filling up your basket, you know. You can't see it. You need 7 TV, which is like BTTV and all that kind of stuff. That's what that's on. Long terms they are. But if you do your options and stuff, if you want to do that, that's quick. Far too serious. No. That is it. If you can do like the S&P and all that kind of stuff. You want to just hold those. It's fine to do both. Could be. It could, for sure. So could some stocks. You never know. Some stocks could blow up. If you get into it. If it's like a brand that you like, go for it. Only a little bit, obviously. They're for old people. Your index fund, your retirement fund, full of the S&P and all the other stocks. What's it called? What's what called? Bitcoin. Crypto. You obsessed with it? Yeah. Cryptocurrency, yeah.
Deploying flashbang.
You'd rather do stocks? Turo only does Bitcoin. Pretty much. He looks at the others, but he only does, yeah. It's fine. No one in here is a financial expert. I think that's pretty clear. Fast profit, it is. But if you do your spy calls, you could make money there. And many don't know what that is. Oh, there's White Lodge. They've edited the map a bit, which is interesting. Lodgy. Neon did stocks? Because the spy ticker is always, it will always go up every now and then, unless we have another crash. It goes down a bit, but then it goes up, so it will always keep going up. Same with the Nasdaq, the Dow Jones, the FTSE, technically, even though that's much less. Don't know why it isn't fully called the LSE. Fake friends? Wow. I'm not sure what the FTSE stands for. Tree it. Unless we're guided in there, I don't know. But I'm just following where we're being guided into. Because I believe there's probably someone blocking it. I don't know, actually. We'll go to 0, really? But there's so much on it. Do you know what we're talking about, Andy? The Nasdaq is the New York Stock Exchange, isn't it? Is that specifically what that is? To imagine this, right? I don't know what the Dow Jones actually controls. Oh no, there are. No, never mind. Makes sense. Sorry, we can't go in there. That was much later? New York gonna non-exist. Yep. Felix, can you Google what the FTSE stands for? Financial trading? I don't know. That's basically what the London Stock Exchange runs on. Times. Financial Times Stock Exchange. Going to bed, sleep well. That's right. Really? Huh. Because you can put it into that as the same way that you do the S&P. So they're all ETFs or whatever anyway, so. Who's cool? That's us. The cars that you know will increase value. Yeah, you could do that. A lot of people, I know it's quite a specific thing you need to get into, but there's always real estate growth. You need a lot of money to put in to begin with. But there will always be people that need homes. And stuff like that. So if you get into real estate, however the hell you do that, yeah. Real estate. Don't forget your dividends, boys. Get stocks that have dividends. Yeah. Good dividends as well. And then just hold those. Not quite the spelling, but a dividend. And I'm amazed because in just this year, at least, I've learned so many words that you'd never have known in school. Like, I had no idea what a dividend was. I kept hearing about it. I don't know what it was. Now I know. Amazing. Thanks, school, for not teaching me. Stonks? Yes. We're talking about stonks. We'll have only electric cars. The UK, if this still does the thing about 2025, isn't it? That we're going to be running out, not running out, like stopping coal and everything like that. So, that's interesting. And if you were to look at any oil or gas company as far as their stock, there's always a lot of growth on that. For now, anyway, until it runs out. Right, frames are dropping. I'm at 30 at the moment. 150. They haven't loaded in, but their dots are over there. So, this is going to be interesting. Chrissy, hello. Ninja, Nathan. Oh yeah, how you doing? I heard about the Porsche engine, yeah. Could have been a hotel? Yes, but then I think everyone would follow in that. NBFC, are they still filling it up? Well, there isn't any other industry. There's only 2 industries here. So they didn't think that through, did they? Only even car plates are allowed in some days. What? Other days, odd ones. Oh, by the way, Vampy, how does yours in terms of plates work? Do you pay, like, the license thing every year? That's what many do. Do you do that? Because I find it weird to compare to how we do it. Rest of it in NBFC? My God. Where public is probably going to go in there, then. We'll go to the back. We'll dismiss trailers. Be back on mobile? That's alright. Take your time. You're not going to fit many in the hotel. That's probably why they're not guarding them in there. Is that Athena? Pay what? The license plate on your car. Do you have to repay that to keep it or to renew it every year? $30 times CFD? Jesus Christ. Madman. Yeah, I was looking at them. Every single one in the past month or so has like more than 10% growth. No. Good. It's weird because ours, Ours is like the plate is from when the car was issued or bought. And that's it. You pay for like the maintenance of the car. But I'm not being told anything. So whether... Bro, I want to go to the garage. Fine. Denied. Ignored. I'm going to file a complaint about that. I'm going to feedback. The event staff weren't listening to me. Holy moly. You can go wherever. Yeah, but if you start driving off, they're going to be like, where the hell are you going? If you want. Oh, now you reply. Right, loop. Jesus Christ. Go, 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 go. Go round. Any non-collision zone. Right. I was just curious. Why is bundle in the recruitment agency then? How about that? Not sure how we can park nicely in the garage, but people can't read. Oh, boy, we're talking about stonks. What are we talking about? The part with you? Nope. Could have gone in there as well. Everyone's going to be following us, so. Social distancing. Oh. Smooth. Frames, yes. Right. Dismiss that. There's been times before where I've accidentally towed myself to service. So I had to drive back out again. Right. We park around here somewhere. I don't know if everyone has the big garage though. But we should be fine. The heck happened? I haven't repaired it in a long time. That wasn't from today, in case you're wondering. I got so much damage. I just never bothered repairing it. Everyone's following us now. Be quick, boys. Oh, wow, I see. Ooh. Not bad. I liked their starting formation. That was better. Silver, what are you doing? Don't leave it there. Your back lights. Yeah. You got any space to, you know? Yeah. What FPS? When I flew over in BFC, 25, which is quite nice actually. Nearly 30 FPS looking at all that. Better than I would have got like maximum of 5 before, something like that. So pretty good. Come out your house and walk past a group of people. Only thing you heard was, I don't know if I got hit by a bullet. Really? Just casual discussion. Biddy, you know you can go on the other side. Unless you want to be that kind of person. Drip, you need to move over a bit. To not take up so much space, please. Performance is much better. Yeah, guaranteed much better. And I'm at 200% scaling as well. Whereas before I was just at 100. Drip, move over, damn it! What the hell are you doing? Nice. Wonder what the plate was. Alright. That's a nice skybox. No, skybox 5 is good. And then one during the day. Just a nice one during the day. Very good. Nice. Nice. Silver's tired, yeah? Don't worry, I'll let him go in a minute. Ooh. Oh, hang on. Oi, oi, oi. Gonna take a picture of us around the fuel station, yeah? Big fan, Nelly. On the end there. Yeah, Dusk and Dawn are pretty good. I'll take one from this side. If I can. If he has a, he needs to probably get that, you know, diagnosed and everything. There we go. Your song is outro. You want your song in? We played that, I think, as an outro yesterday, actually, which is pretty good. All right, Big Pog. Very nice. Class dismissed. You can move around now if you want to stretch your legs in game, kind of thing.